Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. Welcome to my live show, Tipsy Tuesday. Hi everybody, welcome to our show, a very, very special show, something I've been anticipating for quite a few years. So we are very excited here, everybody at GE. But thank you all for joining us for this special show. And welcome if you're watching us for the first time. Whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, it's always fun. So make sure you subscribe or like our page. If you want to find us again, we're here every week, multiple times a week sometimes. And of course, we have a giveaway at the end of the show, so make sure you follow along, answer the question at the end, and a $25 gift card might be yours. We love some feedback, so give us some thumbs up and hearts. I am hoping you're really going to love some of the stuff I'm showing you today. Now say hi to our producer, Mr. HP, my partner in everything. Couldn't be here without you, hon.
Hey, everybody.
So, hi.
Hi.
Wow, this has been a long time coming. Of course, the big reveal today, I'll be showing you all about our new product that we are launching today. Pre-orders we are launching today. But we've been testing you, teasing you a little bit for the past few days on social media. And via email, so I know some of you have been waiting for this just as long as I have. And we got some questions regarding email. There was a buzz that got created both on Facebook and elsewhere. Folks saying they didn't get their normal newsletters and emails from us. So I just wanted to mention that we just recently transferred to a new email company, and so there's all these new rules regarding email, mass email sends and things like that. So we are very determined to be good emailers, to be only sending valuable stuff to people and only to the folks that want to receive it. So if you didn't receive an email, you can easily make sure you're signed up by just going to our website and sign up for our email newsletters. And then a good way to stay subscribed is opening up your emails, because if somebody doesn't open their emails for a long time, they are already automatically categorized as not active. So that might be the other reason. And so if you haven't gotten our emails, we also are, in the next few days, we are going to be emailing everybody that has an account with us, is you are active customers and maybe you are not getting our emails. So just know that you might be getting an email just asking you to opt into our email. So just know about that. It's not spam. We're not trying to, we just want to be really good emailers, right? And not be blocked by certain, like Yahoo and Gmails. We don't want to land in your spam. So that's why.
Sounds good.
But hi, everybody. How are you doing today?
I'm delightful
Yeah,
today.
it's an exciting day.
So excited.
I know. Let's start by announcing our winner from last week's show. I asked a giveaway question at the end of the show, and last week I asked you, we were, of course, in Iceland. Oh, no, we just got back from Iceland. And I asked you if you were able to go to Iceland, what would you want to do first? And so our winner is...
Drum roll.
Alma Grogan. Congratulations. Alma would want to sit in the hot springs and eat seafood and then go see a volcano. Well, that's an exciting trip. Yes.
That's exactly.
We did all of that.
Yeah.
Except for the volcano this time, but last two trips we did all of it.
Sure did.
It's part of being there. Love that.
Okay.
So, of course, we're going to still do our regular things before we get into our big reveal. So if you have any questions, comments throughout the show, make sure you post them in the comments. But we're going to start with our tip of the day, something we do every Tuesday, a neat little tip from me. So in this case, because it is it's a National Left-Handed Day or International or something like that. We're going to celebrate our lefties. And you know the greatest thing? I saw some posts about this today. Using the Stripology rulers doesn't matter if you're lefty or righty. There's really no adjustments to be done because you're not moving the ruler. So,
It's awesome.
of course, the tip of the day is going to be involving the Stripology ruler. So let's check it out. One of the things that the Stripology XL ruler really helps with is subcutting strip sets. When we have strip sets that are narrower, usually I like to line up my lines on my ruler, and the reason for all of those lines on the ruler, horizontal lines, is that you can have many opportunities to line the seams up with the lines on the ruler so that when you're subcutting your strip sets, they're going to be sure to be straight and accurate every time and wasting as little fabric as possible. Now, what happens when you need to subcut really extra wide strip sets? For example, this is for my Aurora pattern, which ends up with blocks like this. So the strip sets are wider than my ruler, so I cannot use it like this to subcut. So what do? Simple. You just fold your piece along one of the center seams like this, and since we always wanted to use the lines, the actual seam lines to line up with, we're going to keep doing that same thing, but using that stitch line that you just folded your piece on. Use any horizontal line on your ruler, line that up with that stitch line here, and then you know you have a perfectly straight line to line up with. You can even check your other seam lines and make sure that they are straight as well before you start subcutting. And now I'm ready to do all my subcuts. I'm going to move this up so you can see it better. Making always sure that all of your fabrics are to the left of the zero. That's where we're going to start cutting and make our cuts according to the pattern. So make sure to use this technique whenever you have wide strip sets that you need to subcut, thinking you're going to have to pull out a different ruler. Leave that alone and just fold your unit in half and do that technique here. Once you have them cut out, you're going to end up with perfectly subcut pieces, and they're not going to have an elbow in it because you lined that up with that stitch line. So there it is, very easy to do any wider strip sets. Trip around the world blocks are usually a bit bigger, but it's simple to do and really accurate to do things this way with a Stripology ruler. Just fold it along the seam and use that seam line as your stitch line to line up with the horizontal lines on the ruler. Any questions, let me know. Now I wanted to show you one, since our book is now shipped, we've sent out all of our pre-orders. It's coming your way. Our Stripology Quickies book, there is one quilt in that book that has really wide strip sets, and so that technique definitely could be used. Actually, two of them, both Kobe and then the Diana supersized. I think we have a photo of it, don't we? Yes, so it's a technique that's going to be very helpful, great for beginners, because of course, like the Diana Supersize will be perfect for total beginners, great for flannel, so easy adjustment. So thank you for that. So speaking of the book, it's been so exciting to see your responses, your posts on Gudrun's Quilt Crew on Facebook that you have received the book. You're excited and can't figure out which quilts to do first. You have a long list. I love that. That's the greatest compliments. And what's been even fun is seeing some of your photos with your excitement. So there's Karen, got her books. He's been waiting. And Monica received hers. And then the great friend Susan and Mary received theirs. I love that little sitting at the table, checking it out. So that's really fun. So keep those photos coming. I love seeing it. So we got so much fun ahead working through this book, everybody. So I know you're excited, but we're starting our first quilt along next week. So sew along with us and make the Mia quilt. It's going to be a quickie quilt along, just one video. Is going to be on August 21st, 6 p.m. We're going to be live on YouTube. But however, if you did purchase the book from us, pre-ordered it from us, you will get the video into your account. And if you don't have the book and don't intend to order it, you can also purchase just the Mia PDF pattern, and you will also receive the video in your account. So that means even though you can't sew with us on the 21st, you can definitely just catch up whenever you want. And I'll be giving you all the extra tips that, is hard to write into a book, and suggestions for colors and pairing up your fabrics and things like that. So who is sewing with us on the 21st on the Mia quilt along? Let us know in the comments. I'm excited for this first one. So, and I did talk about we're going to have more. Yes, we're planning something for a long time. We're going to have quilt alongs for most of the quilts in the book, everybody. More about that later. But just know I will be holding your hand if you want to get some video assistance working on some of those quilts. So more about that later. We got other things to do today.
That's joining us.
I am. That's awesome.
Linda's joining us.
Yay. Linda is coming. Sarah. Awesome.
Me.
Yes. So we're going to have lots of great Mias. Love it. Now, if you're working on London Calling with us, part number 11 is going to go live on Thursday this week. Part 11. Can you believe it? The last one is 14, and that's happening in November. I'm getting so excited about that big reveal in November. I think we're going to have a party. Don't you think so?
Oh, absolutely.
We're going to have a party. Yeah. Yes.
Crumpets for everybody.
Crumpets and tea. Yeah.
No, those butter.
Sput-it.
What those butter cookie?
Oh, shortbreads.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know if we can order Harrod's shortbread.
I probably should just go there and get some.
I think we should probably go there and get some.
Go there and get some.
I think that's a great idea. So London Calling Thursday, and those of you doing our class packs, Volume 3, the frequency Zoom day is tomorrow. So this morning I put a document into your account, a PDF with all of the Zoom links. We have 3 sessions throughout the day. So join us if you want to chat about frequency, ask any questions, or just hang out with us for a little bit. So that is tomorrow. Like I said, there's always a lot going on over here, but that's always the exciting part.
Mm-hmm. Some of the scones and
clotted cream and scones, yes. Mm-hmm. We're not going to have any blood sausage or... Oh, remember that Sunday roast, though? That was good.
Yeah.
But like the little tea sandwiches, I love those. I love those. We didn't do that last time when we were in London. We didn't go to tea, but we're definitely doing that next time. Next time, for sure. Okay, everybody. So I know you're waiting for the big reveal, but there's another reveal I got to do first, and that is Color Club. Color Club was shipped out last week, and our selection for the month of August is a personal one. It's a really fun one. I love this color. I use it quite a bit. So let's take a look at our Color Club color for the month of August. So what did I choose for the month of August? Big reveal. I know a lot of you that are subscribed get our monthly packages. Really enjoyed this one. So let's see. August brings us espresso. Yes, espresso. Now, of course, espresso, I've never been a coffee drinker, but I've always loved the scent of coffee. The taste, not so much. But it wasn't until we were in Europe this last summer, we spent the whole, 2 weeks?
Yep.
Over 2 weeks in Europe. And we tried espresso for the first time. There's just something about sitting at an outdoor cafe and everybody's having espresso. So we tried it and really, really loved it.
Delicious.
Yes. So, of course, now we have an espresso machine. So, of course, the espresso originated in Italy, but this is really a culture that is all over Europe. It's that rich, really condensed type of coffee. You know, you just need a sip or two. And I can do that. I can do the sip or two.
I feel so kind of, I don't know, stuck up or something.
A little stuck up?
Yeah. Drinking my
No,
tea,
so, but there's
like
this beautiful,
espresso.
also this beautiful dark roasted brown color. And then the crema on top. It's just so pretty, and I can just smell it just looking at that color. But this color is so rich.
My pinky stays up the whole time.
Yeah, your pinky goes up when you drink your espresso. But it's like whether you sip it slowly or you take a shot, like many people just do this as a shot, it will give you a nice little jolt. So it satisfies those taste buds for a little bit of coffee, you know. So it is kind of my favorite coffee drink. I don't like very many. Maybe with the exception of an espresso martini. Yeah, but let's take a look at the fabrics that I chose for our espresso. Now, starting with this beautiful, I just wanted a texture. So this is Shadow Play Espresso. And you know what we found out too? Espresso is of course spelled properly with no X. It's just E-S-P-R-E-S-S-O. But a lot of fabric, well, a few fabric companies have named their color and they spelled it with an X. So it's not a typo. It is, yeah, that's how they named it. But anyways, this is Shadow Play Espresso. Lots of great deep dark and then a little shading in here. As you can see, it's a beautiful print for a background if you want a really calm background, but not black. Chalk and Charcoal Espresso is next up. A nice little gridded texture, but a little bit more variety. Say a little bit of that light brown in here for the crema. Do you want to zoom in just a little bit here so that we can see this a little closer? Chalk and Charcoal is a Kaufman. And then we have Serenity. And this is a P&B print, and I really love this one. This is kind of one of a lighter ones, so it has a great texture, some dark spots, and really lighter spots. So a really great print here. The fourth one is called Bedrock Espresso, and this is a Wyndham fabric, so more of a pebble. This actually reminds me of the coffee beans. Really reminds me of the coffee beans just when you see them before they're ground. And last but not least, we have a dry brush. So a little bit different shade. So it has a little bit of a more red in it. So I love this shade. It's a different texture than our Shadow Play, but still gorgeous and still so usable. So of course, espresso is such a dark shade of brown, but it hovers between that brown and black. So with these being in the pack, you get, of course, a half yard of each. We have 1 yards available always from our Color Club selection for a limited time. The Shadow Play, the Chalk and Charcoal, we have the Serenity, and the Bedrock, and the Dry Brush. So all of them are available for a limited time. Now, what I like to do with this, it's such a rich color, warms up any other colors and creates that sense of resilience and stability and strength. So I love it when you contrast it with blues, with cool blues. It brings out a contemporary vibe when you mix it with gray, but it's also great with pastels. I love to use this espresso dark brown for a background color, especially when you're using something in the fall color spectrum. So those warm earthy colors, it is a beautiful dark background like this Woodland and Wildflowers. It would be a perfect background for the Woodland and Wildflowers. But look at how great it also looks with teals and turquoise. as a background, as an accent. This is Cedar Crest Fall, so it has a little bit of the lighter browns in there. So adding that really deep, dark base would be beautiful. Here's a little more of the teal in the mosaic for Billy Roo for Free Spirit. But look how great it's also with these reds. There's a lot of brown in this fabric line, just mixed in, so it would be really great as a focus print, as a little border, or a background for sure. So let's look at some more bundles that this would look great with. Pumpkin and Spice, another fall themed. This would be awesome. We have a couple of dark browns in here, but they're a little bit more purple. But this would be a great addition. Then we have Trek, another little bit fall theme, but has some of those blues in here. And just look how beautiful this is with the blues and some of the reds and some of the creams. It's going to create a great base. So is Winter Dreams. This is, a winter line with a lot of the darks in here. So you can mix these in there and then they look beautiful with the lights. And I have one more that's maybe a little bit unusual, the Exotic Garden Palace. Really nice earthy colors, even though they're contemporary and bold. But look how great something like this would stabilize it and make those other colors really pop without it being a harsh black contrast. So I love this. I love this comment. Espresso makes everything better. Tastes better, even brownies. I do like that.
I agree.
Even when I was a kid, my grandma used to make this chocolate cake where she put coffee in the frosting, and I just loved it. That was the only time I liked the coffee flavor was in frosting. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? So that's our Color Club. Of course, if you are new to Color Club, we do have openings, so you can subscribe and receive our packet of 5 beautiful half yards every month. They're always tone-on-tone basics that should be mixed in with your other prints. It's like having your own palette as an artist to pull from all the colors of the rainbow. And we are now into our 4th year of Color Club. Some of you have been subscribed from the start and use it all the time, and we try to surprise you every month. Where do we find the names of the fabrics for this month? So if you're a subscriber, of course, you have the sheet with all the names, but we also put it into our product description. So if you just go to our website, in the search bar, type in Color Club Espresso, those fabrics will pop up. We also put it in our blog, so check it out there. So are we ready now for our big reveal? You think so? Okay, send me some hearts, everybody. Now, like I said, we teased about this new product we're launching. We've been anticipating this day for a very long time. As a matter of fact, through the years, many of you have asked me, what is the best way to store and transport your Stripology rulers? So I have been kind of giving you the same answer for a while, which is I'm working on it. I haven't found the solution yet. I'm working on it. And so because as I traveled and taught all over the world prior to 2020, as I was teaching classes all over, I was always concerned about transporting my rulers, making sure they would arrive to my destination and walking into a quilting class and they would be unscathed. Of course, I would pack them into in between my quilts in my quilt suitcases, so they'd be full of quilts and they'd be layered in there with a cutting mat. And I would then just hope for the best, no bags or carriers made specifically for quilters that were on the market back then or still today really satisfied me and really made me feel like my rulers were going to be secure, even just going in and out of the car and traveling locally. So I started working on a solution about 7 years ago. Yes, 7 years ago. So my first goal was that the rulers would have to be supported by some type of hard panels that would cover them on all sides. So there was no corners sticking out and completely prevent any breakage or any bending. So I also wanted a secure place for my cutting mat, because I had like one of those quilting bags that I got when I started quilting, you know, back in the early 2000s. Yes. 1800s. And it was just a cloth bag, and it had a space for a 18 by 24 cutting mat. But because it was just a cloth bag, all the corners of my cutting mats always got bent or broken or crunched. So you would take the mat out of there and would not lay flat. It would be a little bowed or whatever. So I knew none of that stuff was going to work. So as I kind of developed my ideas, I started working with my son, who is an engineer, and he kind of enlisted another product engineer. And we started working on this. Our first homemade prototype came to be about 4 years ago, and which at that point was a soft exterior bag, but with hard panels inside. And it had a lot of flaws. But it was the spark. So from there, we try to find a manufacturer to work with that could fulfill all of our ideas and make exactly what was in our minds. And as we went from, and tried to source this manufacturer, the ideas kept evolving. And so it proved to be a lot harder to find someone that was willing to manufacture this, or able to, because of the size and because of all the things. Sourcing the whole country with 2 engineers, no one could really do what we wanted and needed. So we kept updating the wish list and kind of landed on a design model, really wanting it to be a full hard case, all around, with some great interior features that not only would keep the ruler safe, would keep the mat safe, but also have great storage and transport compartments for everything you would need to take to class, to take to retreat, or just to travel with your rulers. So we expanded our manufacturing search to internationally and found a phenomenal production partner that has manufacturing all over the world. So that's when the ball really started rolling. We started working with their engineering team, and after a couple of prototypes and really and a lot of Zoom meetings at really odd hours because of the time difference and time zones, here we are. We have a full production model now of our Stripology quilting case. And so what is it? Well, the Stripology quilting case is the first and only hard shell case that's uniquely designed for quilters by quilters. Yay! It is your ultimate organizational kind of companion, your travel companion, designed to keep your tools secure while traveling and ensuring that they are within your reach, always at your fingertips while at home. So let's just play this short little video that we just put together, showing you some of the feature, and then we're gonna dive into it and look at it up close. Yes, that's it. That is it. And you see those hard panels, they are hard. They're going to keep everything protected. You can, if you're not a Stripology, have all the rulers and use other rulers. They all fit in there as long as they're smaller or inside of 25 inches long. So yes, it's really for everything. So let's take a look up close. Mr. HP is going to put up some of those photos you saw glimpses of in the video. So literally you keep all your rulers, mats, notions, fabrics, and books perfectly organized within reach and dedicated compartments that will also keep your books nice and flat and everything well protected. So let's bring this up here. Now we have limits here to what you can see overhead because it is quite large. So you have, here we have the front of the case. So the dimensions, it is 28 by 22, 28 by 22, and then 4 1/4 inch deep. It is a hard case and with beautiful design elements. So you can either lay it flat, open it, or you can hang it from the handle and open it, and it has some features that I showed you when it's hanging. But we open it up. You want to see here on the bottom, it has beautiful feet on it, so it will stand up on its own. So you can set it down and you can stand up on its own. And so let's open it up. So the first compartment here, I'm going to show you the ruler part. Now this one, I decided I wanted to have 3 sleeves that fit the ruler so they slide easily in and out. These panels are hard panels, so they are going to protect your rulers. They are bigger than your rulers on all 4 sides. And so you can see we have the XL ruler that fits all the way down in the back. The squared ruler goes here in the middle, and then both minis can be here in the front. You can slip more rulers in here. We have just a 25 by 6.5 inch ruler, so they will all fit in there, whatever rulers you choose to have. And then let's look at the other compartment over here. So this one has adjustable straps, so you can place a whole quilt in here if you are working on binding something, you're hand quilting something, or whatever you're working on, the quilt can fit in here. You can also, of course, have this full of fabric. We displayed it with fabric in here. You can adjust the straps, tighten them, and loosen them up so they work really nicely. Flipping to the next compartment, we have a zipper pocket that is a mesh pocket, so it is stretchy, but it is zippered closed. So I just have a book in here, but you can have all kinds of notions in here. And then on the other side, we have mesh pockets, 3 different mesh pockets they just have the elastic at the top. So again, you can put stuff in here that stretches. It's still going to be on that hard panel, so the rulers are not going to get damaged by anything you put on this side. And then we have a little hidden pocket here that is just a zipper pocket where you can place books or slip anything in that's flat. They can lay behind these pockets and keep the books really nice and keep them from getting bent. On the other side, we have bigger mesh pockets that have just a Velcro strap. So again, they will stretch out further. You can put things in here as well. We have some blocks in here as well. But anything you want, you can put in this middle section as well. Fabric, more notions or tools that you want to take along. And then our flipping to that last compartment. On this side, we have the same mesh pockets with the closures. So you can easily put this way, load them up, and then just put that flat back. We have some clips on this side. And then on the other side here, we have another area where we have a strap that is a little bit tighter to the bottom, because this is intended for your cutting mat. I even have, along with my cutting mat, I have my wool mat as well. So you can put them both in here. They fit. This is a 24 by 18 cutting mat, which of course a tight measurement is going to be 25 by 19. So I wanted to make sure, as you can see in the corners, those corners are going to lay nice and flat. There's not going to be any bending. And then you can adjust the strap. So if you have any other, you might even have like a light panel, like your light up board or anything. You can put that all in there, strap it in, and then really tighten it if you need it to be tighter. So one of the greatest things I talked about, how you can hang it up by the handle. There's a hook in here, so if you have it hanging up, you can flip between the panels and just hook that little strap onto the hook, and it'll stay open with whatever you need to grab. And then that third panel goes down, and you can hook that on there as well. So easy to flip through. So some of the other things I pointed out the beautiful feet on there, which was a great design element. You close it. The zippers have awesome our little logo on it, which I thought was so cute. The back side, as you lay it down, has a little bit of raised corners here, so it will protect it from laying flat. And there it comes with a shoulder strap, so you'll see the shoulder strap holders here on here. So the shoulder strap is inside. You can just clip it on, clip it off, and whatever works for you. So let's look at some of the questions. I know there was questions on the weight. So the weight of it is 8.6 pounds, 8.2 pounds without anything in it. The weight limit is 33 pounds. So so of course it has to be a limit because, you know, they do all their testing on how much weight can be in there. So 33 pounds is the weight limit, or 15 kilos. And I honestly, when it's full like this, it's not even close to that. So you can put more in here and before you hit that 33 pounds. Okay, what were some of the other questions?
Does it come in colors?
No, so this is the only color. Of course, you can imagine this is a pricey item. It's pricey to have it manufactured, especially for a small company like ours, a small family business. So one color is what you get. So we try to be neutral. So it's not black. It is a charcoal gray, and this beautiful shiny texture. Now, we do have a warranty on parts of it. So of course, if something breaks. Now that, of course, if you go over the weight limit and break the little things holding your shoulder strap or the handle, of course, that's not covered by the warranty, nor do any scratches on the surface. So of course, the beautiful shiny surface is prone to that, as any suitcase is. Now this is designed for you to travel with. It is not designed to be checked luggage. And we want to, really state that. So it's not designed for that, to be checked luggage. So we can't guarantee it because, as you guys know, what happens to your checked luggage sometimes is, yeah, you've seen those videos. However, has it been tested? Yes, I have checked mine twice. And because of the unique shape and size, they actually make you take it over to that special luggage handling. So it was just fine.
Can you carry it on?
I think some airlines, you would have to check with your airlines, but just like musicians can carry their, big guitars and stuff, I think you can carry it on and ask for them to put it in that special place. However, leave your rotary cutters and scissors out if you're going to do that. Do not bring that as a carry-on. So so this is a outer case. It's molded. I'm not sure exactly what kind of material, what's the composition of the material, but it's like suitcase material. So, all right, any other? stickers. Oh, somebody's wanting to put their stickers on it. I love that. It doesn't. No, it does not lock. You can put a lock on the zips easily. I didn't do it, but I only had a few things in there, so I didn't fill it all the way up. I just wanted to see what it would do by checking it. But you can definitely add a lock or even just a zip tie to make sure it doesn't unzip. Okay. Oh. It's a plastic. Yeah, it is a plastic composite somehow. It's all molded, but it's a beautiful piece of, can we call it furniture? No? Equipment. So we have this available as a pre-order now, so delivery is not happening until December. So we have our first production order in production right now. We're getting a small shipment in December, and then we're getting more in January and February. So the price of it is going to be under a MAP policy. What that means, the manufacturer price is going to be priced the same everywhere. And so anybody that is selling this, of course, we are going to be, quilt shops all over are going to be carrying this, hopefully, and our distributors. So nobody can advertise it lower than the advertised MAP price, which is $374.95. And so we are very excited and very thrilled to be releasing this to the world. So we are taking pre-orders on our website. So those of you that are ordering from our first pre-order will have an opportunity to get that first shipment. And so will quilt shops. If you're a quilt shop owner and interested in ordering for your store, if you place your order with us from the start, it's always first come, first serve. You'll be able to get in on that first shipment, and then so on and so forth. We'll see how far it goes. But we have been teasing this. Some of our certified instructors got to see it early and take a look, and they were all excited to get their hands on it, of course. We have to wait till December, but what a fantastic Christmas present, right? So any more questions coming up? Shipping on this is actually just a similar, I think it is around $19.99 for shipping it domestic US, and that is when with FedEx home delivery. So obviously you want to have a trackable service shipping something like this. It comes in a specially designed box, so I just wanted to show you. It's a specially designed box for the case. Wait, this way. So it does ship in the original box like that. Now, if you have maybe a few friends that want to order together, we have actually, it comes to us 4 of those in a bigger box. So I always try to think of my international customers, our international friends, because I used to be you. And so if you want to join in and order them, place the order together for 4, they would come in that bigger box, and you'd probably save a lot on shipping, whether you're domestic or here. So Tracy, great question. If you pre-order now, can we make monthly payments until December? We have an installment program on our website, so you can split any of your orders into installments, however long you want it. So that is always a part of our website. So definitely, yes, you can order the case now and pay for it in installments, whether that is 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 12 months. So yeah, lots of options there, but we are celebrating having it in our hands and first now being able to introduce it to all of you. Very, very exciting.
Where's it manufactured? It's in China.
It is manufactured in China by the company that is actually Universal. They have manufacturing facilities all over. For this particular type of case, that's where their manufacturing is done. Thank you, thank you. We are very, very excited. Like I said, we tried to have it manufactured in the U.S. Wasn't possible. They couldn't do it. So we are excited just to be able to get her done, like I said.
They use GE points.
Yes, you can definitely use GE points, and guess what? You get GE points, 5% back every order you place in our store, and so I think this one gives you like $19 back. So I did the math. Somebody asked me that, and yes. It is really going to be great for cruises, somebody said, and retreats, even just going to classes. And I know a lot of you don't have a dedicated sewing room, so this is a perfect way to keep everything in one place. And then so when you're ready to sew, you can hang it up, open it up, and pull everything out as you are working, and then easy put it back together. Your rulers are stored safely. Even if somebody bumps into this case, nothing is going to happen to it. So.
Do we have a patent? Yes, we have a patent.
It is trademarked, of course, and we have a patent. So yes, thank you. Thank you for that question. Let's see. Any other questions? Now we understand it is an investment, but it's also something that has never been seen on the market for us quilters. Something that's designed specifically for us, for all our tools. So I cannot wait to take it out to a bigger audience. We'll see what happens. But we want it always, you guys, to be the ones to have an opportunity to order it first and see it first, because you've been supporting us for so long, and we really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. And this is a labor of love. Labor of love. So not only have we been working on it for 7 years, my son was heavily involved in it, being an engineer, and then we took it through our whole organization here at GE. Every single person looked at to Alaska. Oh, absolutely, yes. Everybody that is a quilter that works at GE got to see the prototypes and put their 2 cents in. So we try to think of everything. So. That's a really great point, and that it's a small investment when you take into consideration what everything costs that we're going to put into it. So we invest so much in our tools, and so it is probably not that great when you think about it that way. Okay, wow. Oops. Let me put this down. And there it is. We did our photo shoot. And so we had to get a few photos in. 7 years. And it's not quite here, but now we just have a few more months to wait. Just a few. Domestically, I believe is $19.99. We're trying to do a flat rate so that those of you that are rural will be capped at certain points. So that's what we're doing.
Do you have it in Houston?
We no, because it's arriving in December. Houston happens early November, so they unfortunately won't be here by Houston. But we will be at Houston Quilt Market, which is the trade show. So if you are a quilt shop owner, come into Houston. We will have, of course, the prototype there to show you all the features and everything. So, but not available to take home in Houston.
I think you need a cocktail.
I do. I agree. But I'm going to drink my water now. I think that's a really good idea. I think we should go out to our favorite restaurant and celebrate with my favorite cocktail.
Okay.
But I have fabric for you today, too. Let's not forget, there's a lot else going on at GE. So we have really cute fabric to show you, a couple of smaller lines. The first one, something we haven't had before, a licensed small 6-piece line. Harry Potter. So kind of goes a little bit with our London Calling. Just a 6-piece line from Camelot Fabrics. And so this one I really loved because it's like stamps, like postage stamps. It has Hogwarts Castle, Quidditch Pitch, and Hogwarts Express, Ministry of Magic, Diagon Alley. It's really cool. A little bit of color in there. Then we have a light blue print here with Hogwarts Express, Diagon Alley, Castle, Hogsmeade. And then we have blue with a little bit of a map. I love this print with a map in the background. We have a colored version of the icons, a little bit bigger, a little bit more with spaced out, so you can definitely do some fuzzy cutting here. We have the same print as the blue in the gray, the map in the background, and then finishing with the light gray version of the light gray print. So just 6 pieces, but of course you can build something bigger with color. So I brought in some color. Let's just start with the lights that you could mix in. Dry brush, white on white. This is a fairly white background, works well. Or you could go with like a Bumbleberries white. Bumbleberries would be fun because Lewis and Irene-ish is from the UK. A little bit of a light gray with a dry brush silver. Works well with the light grays. And then a medium gray spotted graphite for the darker grays. And then we have some blues. The dry brush in the teal is a perfect color in there. And a little bit darker for some of the darker hues. The deco stitch in the abyss is a great match. Now I pulled some colors because we have some red in here. So I have a glaze in the lava. And then we have some yellow. So there's yellow in here. The dimples in the Rasha would work nicely. And I pulled a little bit of green because we see some green spots in the print as well. The Quidditch pitch, of course, has a green. So this is dimples in the fern. And then for a sharp accent, there's a lot of black print in here. I pulled canvas in the ebony, and then bumbleberries in the black. So both of those work great as a sharp accent. So there it is. This is called, what's the line called? Is it just called Harry Potter? Yeah, just called Harry Potter Camelot Fabrics. 6 half yards. Beautiful. Oh, so many. This would make a great Dina or a Kobe, anything for a Harry Potter fan. It's nice lights and darks with like a little bit of a low volume feel, so you can blend in more colors and do anything that has an equal number of lights and darks. So we have another line that I want to show you. It's a really quick one. I showed you this quilt a while ago, and that is Willow's Farm. So really cute barn animals. We had this on pre-order, Willow's Farm by Deb Strain, and we sold a lot of it in our pre-order. So it's a 9-piece bundle, and so just really cute fabrics. We have the sheep in the darker yellow. We have the animals also in the light blue. So cute. I just love the artwork. And then also in the blue, a little bit of chicken wire. Gotta love that. And then diving into our lighter greens, we have this really cute barn print with a little bit of hedge or a fence there. And in the sage green, another print in the chicken wire. And a little red truck and tractors. That is so cute. Red trucks and tractors with that fence. Some more of the sheep in the red. And then we finish off with this beautiful wood texture in that really rich red. I love this rich, warm red without it being too bright. It's just really beautiful. Now this line as a 9-piece bundle like this, half yards, but there's also a panel that's sold separately that I showed you when we showed you the pre-order with the animals here. There's 8 different in the panel. So here we have the cow, the goat, and the duckling, and they're all barnyard babies. And well, this is like a Highland cow, and then this is just like a dairy cow. We have the horse and the pig, Piglet, a little baby lamb, and a donkey. So cute. Now, I did make a quilt out of this that I'll show you here in a little bit, but let me show you my fabric pull to go with these. If you wanted to add a little bit of white, so this is more of a cream color, but there's, of course, white in the animals. I chose the scrunch and the soft clear water with a little bit of gray in there. But for the yellows, the lighter yellow, I chose the cross stitch and the apricot. And then the moonscape marigold for that darker yellow. Beautiful colors. For the blues, moonscape in the lagoon works great. And for the darker, the grunge and the avalanche. For the greens, I chose the bumbleberries, Wiltshire green. That's a great color. Or you could do the dry brush in the matcha, another great green color. For the reds, I love to use the seeds in the watermelon because it has that white. It tones great with the sheep. Or you could do the grunge cherry for a more rich, full-on red color. And for an accent, I think it would be great to throw in just a little bit of espresso. The grunge espresso looks great in here. And of course, so would any of the other espressos that we just showed you earlier. Look at that. All of them would be great. But now I'm confusing you, aren't I? Here is the line, Willow's Farm, the bundle, and a little image of the quilt. So when you do order the bundle, you will receive the pattern free. The pattern for that little crib quilt, I used the bundle for it, including the narrow border and the wide border and the binding, and then I even took the rest of the fabrics and used them for the back. I just pieced them into a piece back, but you don't have to do that. So here are photos of the quilt. I just love it. It's a great size, 39 by 49, so nothing too big. It came together so easy and quick, and I just love how cute it is, how it turned out. Quilted it with a simple chicken wire design, so that just turned out great. Love it. I wanted to mention we have a couple of new little bundles. We love Christmas, so we have the metallics, blue and silver little bundle. These are our staff fabric metallics, and then we have the Christmas metallic red and green and ivory together. So there'll be 4 greens, 4 reds, and 4 ivories. So these are brand new, so check those out. And there is a 1/4 yard here of the dark gray, here of the red to use for binding or border or accent or whatever you want to do. So that is all I got for you today. That's a lot. I know that. I understand. We have a lot more going on this week. But first up, I wanted to ask you the giveaway question before I forgot. Our giveaway question is, do you have left-handed people in your family? Yes. All you got to do is answer that in the comments, and you're automatically entered into our giveaway for a $25 gift card.
What quilts do you have up behind you?
Oh, we forgot to talk about the quilts. I have my June quilt that I brought home from Iceland behind me out of the abandoned fabric. I have Ingrid on this side, and then I have little Alberta on that side. And behind you, sir, is a quilt from the new book. That is Quinn, from a bundle that we have coming. It's a pre-order.
So beautiful. Goes with my white shirt so
I know.
nicely.
Robin Pickens. Yeah. You're just ready to go. So tomorrow morning, this is a 4-show week here at GE, and of course we had a show on Saturday, So Great Saturday, so check it out if you missed it. But Colleen will be here tomorrow morning with great deals on 1-yards at 9:30. Perfect Pair will be here on Thursday morning at 9:30 with, actually it's going to be Nancy and Colleen, and I know Nancy's going to be showing you some sashiko, so don't miss that show. And then we'll be back Happy Friday for August 16th at noon. We'll be here, me and Mr. GP. You're going to be at the State Fair. Is it this week? No, that's next week. It's not State Fair week. There's a lot going on up here.
No comment, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, it's next week. It's next week. You'll be here this week. Yay!
Maybe I won't.
And then the following week, we'll be here for our Tipsy Tuesday, August 20th at 4 p.m. Central Time. Next week is State Fair week. Yes. I think I need a cocktail and a nap, to be honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed our reveal and are excited about our new quilting case as much as we are. But thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.